What up, homies? It's your boy Stev, and welcome to the bracket. Back in 2020, like most of the world, me and Ash didn't have a lot going on, so we decided to make a list of the 130 greatest movies of all time and pit them against each other, tournament style, to see which ones came out on top. We judged them against each other in 5 categories: production, writing, acting, originality, and rewatchability. Whichever movie took the most categories moved on. Don't get me wrong, it was rarely unanimous between us, but it was always a lot of fun. Just a heads up, we did record these a few years ago, so if the timeline feels a bit weird, that's why. If you want to check out the list of the 130 movies, I'll put a link to our website in the description below. So without further ado, let's all go back to the land of 2020, where all we did was sit at home, drink excessively, and watch flicks. Enjoy. Okay, so 100% honesty. I'm going to ask you a question and you just got to answer yes or no.
I don't want a cocktail.
I was going to ask you if you wanted a cocktail. I already asked you that. You said no.
Yeah?
Okay.
Why are you building this up too much?
Do you think we could sing together off the top of our heads the opening song from The Lion King?
The first sentence I thought of was, "You're going to be the very best. No one ever was."
Not that one.
Damn it.
Catch them, Spanish test.
Play them is. Yes.
We should have sang that as the opening to Ghostbusters.
I'm trying to
Ghostbusters! I've traveled
What's the first sentence?
Okay, so I will start, and you just got to do
Okay,
the
I'm trying
deep
to
part.
think of...
Unless you want to do the opening, and I'll do the deep part.
I'm trying to think of how it goes. Give me the first sentence.
Okay.
Now Pokemon.
It's not words. That's the thing.
I haven't even heard Pokemon in 10 years.
We're not talking about Pokemon. We're talking about.
I know, but that song.
Yeah.
No, I can't get it out.
Okay. You ready? Ah, Savannah! How to be? And then, do you want to do that part? You can do that part if you want.
Don't I'll be.
And then you do like this. Chicago. I don't know the language, so I'm trying hard. Chicago.
You are so lucky not to pee. Oh, I'm gonna pee. That was so good. Please just keep that.
I'm a nada. What's the worst part? I know that part of the song. I don't know the words to the song. Because there are words that are like, far
We are here on the planet.
Yeah. I know that. Savannah!
No, because I know.
Legit.
There is more to be seen, more than ever. And
More to do. That can ever be done. So I literally watched.
Yes.
I watched this movie this afternoon,
Holy
and I was
fuck.
walking around the house just doing that. Savannah, and I'm at the fucking top of my lungs.
I'm literally crying. Oh my god.
So I'm doing it on the top of my lungs, and then I actually heard Melissa, who was talking to somebody on the phone, say, "Sorry about that. My husband just watched The Lion King."
Yeah, my husband is 32 years old.
Yeah. No, sorry about that. He just watched The Lion King. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, your mortgage is.
Holy fuck. No, unfortunately, I have bad news. Your mortgage has been disapproved. Stop, I can't breathe. This is so fucking stupid.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm double checking we're recording.
Are we recording all
Yeah,
this?
we are.
Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on. I really have to. Like, okay, I gotta do the beginning. I don't remember the words.
Oh, we're actually gonna do it?
Yeah. I've never laughed like that. Ow. Yes, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Do you actually want me to look at the lyrics of the actual song?
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
It's pretty much sound effects.
Okay.
I don't know, like, I'm assuming
I
it's
got
another
it.
language. I don't really... Okay. You want
I need to get
you want the
giggles.
main one or the... You do the main one, because it's easier.
I need to get the giggles out. That was so good. You stop. My throat hurts. Savannah.
Shakaka!
Okay, hold on. I'll try again. Hold on. I can do it. Savannah. Emily Superboo.
Shakaka!
Savannah. That's all I got.
That's all I got, too. Oh, fuck.
I'm crying. Lion King and Toy Story.
Oh, yeah, Toy Story's...
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, we should have worked in, like, You Got a Friend in Me somehow.
You know what?
You should have worked in You Got a Friend in Me. You got a friend. Okay, that's all I got. Okay.
You got a friend in me.
Holy
Shibaboo.
Shakaga.
What's their song? Kuna Matata.
Oh, that's also Lion
You
King.
got a friend in me. Yeah, which is a
Which,
fucking weird ass song.
yeah,
You gotta-
which, so when they're driving, like I don't think it's a spoiler because that's the whole movie is, they're moving in a couple of days. Well, when they're actually moving, the daughter is listening to that song and then she sees the toys in the rear mirror,
Yeah.
the Hakuna Matata. I actually watched The Lion King and then Toy Story. It was perfect. Because I just watched I just watched The Lion King, and so seeing that scene, I was like, "Oh, that's very funny." Like, she's like,
yeah, I watched Lion King first, then Toy Story.
Ugh.
Are we doing another opening? Or
No,
keeping
that's
that
good.
Opening?
I think that's
Okay.
pretty perfect.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck. Okay, so Toy Story versus The Lion King.
Yes.
And we're talking about, obviously, the '90s Lion King, the original like animated, like not the in quotations the live action one with no people in it, not that one. No, we're talking about the animated one, which in my personal opinion is significantly better. It's the only way to watch that movie, but.
And for the listeners, I have seen both of these movies. So, okay, at least I have seen some movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're Disney. I mean, how do you not watch it, right?
But I work with a 20-year-old named Natalie. She has never seen either one.
Okay. But so I actually want to say we saw these probably together when we were like kids. Like both these movies came out in the '90s. I know for a fact we saw Toy Story together because I remember going to see that. And I remember it was like
We went to the theaters for that?
yeah, it was like one of my first theatrical experiences.
The only theater I remember, my first one was Star Wars Episode 1.
Oh, that was later, eh?
It's the only theater, that's the first theater experience I remember.
We definitely went and saw this in theaters, but yeah, you were pretty young. I was pretty young. Lion King, I remember watching this on home video, but like the first day it came on home video. It was like, it was somebody's birthday party. I remember we watched it, but anyway. Yeah, so Lion King versus fucking Toy Story. What'd you think? Good pair up?
That was a great pair up.
Yeah.
I have always felt more love for Lion King than Toy Story. Always. Mm-hmm. Sorry, my throat hurts.
Yeah.
I always feel more love for Lion King. I actually just watched Lion King maybe a month ago. I chose to watch Lion King. So I actually really like that movie. Toy Story is cute. I haven't seen it in a long time, so it was nice to see it again. How about you?
Yeah, so here's the thing. I think these are probably two of my favorite Disney movies, period.
Okay.
That's why I kind of put them together. And it's also very possible that it's just a shitload of nostalgia, right? Like, I saw them both when I was really young. I've probably watched both of these Disney movies the most of any Disney movies. Like, I watch them all. Like, I've watched them a significant amount of times, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. Because, yeah, like, I don't know. Like, off the top, I mean, Lion King, super well written.
Right.
Super well written. Super well animated. So there's something about the 90s, and I've said this a couple of times before, but so, I mean, I could I'm probably getting redundant, but like, it's the best anything's ever gotten. Like the film just looks better in the 90s. Like, everything's filmed on digital after that, so like, film doesn't look as good.
Right.
The animation just looks better. Now everything's computer animated, which is very funny because Toy Story is the very first computer animated movie. Like full
I did not know that.
movie. Feature length movie. So anything over 40 minutes, or is it, I don't know, yeah, I think it's over 40 minutes, is considered a feature length movie. It's the first. So
that's pretty big. And it was a major hit.
100%. And that's the thing, and they kind of came out at the same time, roughly, like within a couple of years of each other. So his first Pixar movie.
But it was two companies.
Yeah, theoretically. At this point, I want to say Disney did own Pixar.
Okay.
So it was a Disney movie, right? But
is it on Disney Plus?
yes, which is how I watched it. Finger guns.
Yay! Okay, so it is owned by Disney then still.
Yeah, so it's definitely a different company, and you can tell the difference, right? When like Disney puts out a animated movie or like a computer animated movie, it's good. But when Pixar puts out a computer animated movie, it's a fucking event.
Oh, I love Pixar. Monsters Inc. is one of my favorite
Finding Nemo.
Cartoon movies.
Spectacular.
I love Finding Nemo.
Soul just came out and it's fucking awesome. It's like really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they deal with some fucking crazy shit. One thing I like about Pixar movies, okay, I'm not shitting on Marvel movies. I fucking love Marvel movies, and I'm not a big fan of shitting on movies. But Marvel movies obviously follow a particular formula.
Okay.
And I find older Disney movies do the same thing. Like Princess Disney movies, they follow they follow a particular formula, right? And The Lion King's not really much different. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. It's like that adventure story, right? But whereas Pixar movies, they're about things. They're about like Toy Story has some crazy themes of like
Inside Out was pretty intense.
It's for a kid. It's fucking intense. Soul, which like we talked about just came out. Like it's about fucking people dying and like the afterlife and stuff. And it's like whoa. Like Inside Out was an even bigger one though. Like why kids are feeling the way they feel. And
Inside Out was really really a big thing because the mothers. I don't know if you've seen the movie. There's 5 people running each brain. And her mother has 5 girls. Her father has 5 men. But the main character, Riley, has 2 men and a girl. 3 girls controlling her brain.
Oh, that is... I never actually put that together.
So everyone's like, oh my gosh, they were bringing up... And, like, it's okay to be confused about your gender. It's okay. And that was the first... one of the first movies to say to kids, like, it's normal. It's fine. You have boy qualities and girl qualities. Maybe you're a girl, maybe you're a boy.
Yeah.
Who cares? But yeah, so they are getting
That's
more and more.
That's good.
More and more like relatable. Teachable.
And here's the thing, like, and they've always kind of dealt with complex like stories like that. Like, and Toy Story is one of the first that dealt with it. And like, so the 2 main themes in Toy Story is, one is Woody's being replaced. Yeah. And he used to be the best, and now he's not anymore. And jealousy that comes with that. And like that, you don't see a lot of kids' movies that deal with stuff like that. And then another one is the fact that Buzz Lightyear thinks he's real, and he's fucking not. And him coming to the realization that he's just not a space ranger, and how that fucks his brain up. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, and so, I mean, it's gonna be a hard one, in my personal opinion, to like.
Okay.
It's going to be hard. So, do you want to just get to the points right off the bat and then we'll just fucking talk about shit? Okay.
So.
You want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
Production. No, let's talk. Okay. About each one. So, producing. Production.
Okay. So there are 2 ways to look at this. Okay. Okay. So, Toy Story. First computer animated movie.
I did not know that.
Which is super fucking cool. The only reason why I know that, actually, you ever have one of those like memories that sticks in your brain?
Oh yeah.
Like it's just like an argument that you had with somebody and you don't know why, but you always remember that. I had a full-on argument with an adult when I was in fucking 1995 when this movie came out. I was
like
8 or so, and the adult was telling me that this was the first computer animated movie. And all I kept saying is, well, what about Jurassic Park? Well, what about Jurassic Park?
You're an idiot.
Yeah, I know now, but
I don't know.
I don't know why. That's all I fucking think of when I think of like this movie being, it's like that argument. And this child's looking at me like,
I'm picturing a kid saying that to me, and I want to smack the shit out of it.
But
Jurassic Park was so fucking amazingly
yeah,
done.
yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Anyways,
I learned what computer animation was. I don't know, but anyway. So being the first computer animated movie, it paved the way for movies. I don't think they're like, unless it's hand drawn just to do it, or it's like claymation or something. It's every animated movie is computer animated. Like,
right.
Do you know what I mean? So like, it paved the way for something. It paved the way
Right.
for the future. So production, I kind of want to give it to them. However, The Lion King is also a very interesting story.
they drew the whole thing. Didn't they?
Well, yeah. So there's a lot of movies that were drawn right up to that point. The thing that's super interesting about The Lion King is the people that made The Lion King are not the usual team of people that make Disney movies.
I heard this before.
So what happened was, so usually there's like your A stringers, you know what I mean? You're like top fucking animators, you're top this, you're top that. And then you got your B stringers, you're like fucking the people that own the assistants pretty much. And then you got your C stringers, which are like the people that you know, that are just there. Well, very shortly after starting production on The Lion King, Disney pulled all of their A stringers to a different movie.
I remember that movie flopping. I don't remember what it was.
They thought this movie was going to be the biggest movie of all time. They thought this movie was going to be the next fucking Beauty and the Beast. Oh no, although Beauty and the Beast was pretty around the same time. So anyway, it was going to be the next huge Disney movie. It was going to fucking win the best picture. It was going to be like the fucking biggest animated movie ever. So they're like, all right, all you people that don't usually get this opportunity to like be leaders, you go make your lion movie, okay? We're gonna go over here and we're gonna make Pocahontas.
Oh.
How many times have you seen the movie Pocahontas?
Twice.
I don't even think I've seen it twice. I think I've maybe seen it once.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen it twice.
I couldn't even tell you. I mean, obviously,
I can't tell you much about it. It's been 10, 15 years since I've seen it.
like, I only know anything I know about it is just because I know the story very well.
Or Melissa McCarthy on lip sync on Jimmy Fallon. I know that song. Wow.
Yeah. So they pull. So
Oh, they thought Pocahontas was gonna be the shit.
and it turns out Lion King is one of the greatest Disney movies ever
It's
created.
still
100%.
because it just got remade 2 years ago.
So here's the thing, but maybe that's why it's so good. Do you think Lion King would be as good if it had the A team? I think a group of people that have fire behind them, that are like, I have to prove myself today, made a spectacular movie. And here's the thing, and I don't even think, like, so I don't know how far into production it was at that point. I don't even think they had a script. I think they were still, like, writing the script. Because, like, I know a lot about, like example, when they first started even animating the movie, Scar and Mufasa weren't brothers. That's why they look so different. He was just supposed to be another lion. And then they decided to make him a brother. And then as soon as they did that, somebody realized, are we fucking making Hamlet right now? Like the Shakespearean? And as soon as that clicked, they fucking ran with that. And they made Hamlet out of fucking lions and hyenas. Do you know what I mean? And it's such an interesting idea for a movie. I can't give it originality because of that. I'm of the opinion that, like, Toy Story is such an original movie that I have to give it to originality. But production, it's hard because I think it's one of those things where it's like, it's one of those things where even though Toy Story was the first computer animated movie, I'm of the opinion that eventually a movie would have been made. Do you know what I mean? That was the computer animated. You know what I mean? Like, a computer animated movie would have been made eventually. Because it's the first one doesn't mean it maybe deserves this point.
You know what makes me really sad is everything going wrong with The Lion King, and they're all feeling down, and they all have to come together, and they all kept like, it's okay, let's just keep going. We have to keep going. Yeah. We have to prove that we are with the B. That drive alone deserves this point. I did not know either of those facts. This is a good one. I put Lion King, but now I'm all really confused. I still think Lion King.
I might put... I don't know, though. I'm going to put Lion King.
Because you're right. A computer animation would have came
it would have happened
eventually.
And here's the thing, like, and there's a lot of things I could point to and say, okay, it's a well-produced movie, but it doesn't look that good. Okay, but I only know that because I know what Pixar can do. So at the same time, like, I mean, the dog, for example,
That's fair.
is the weirdest looking dog I've ever
it
seen in my
is.
life. And like and if there's one thing that Pixar does very, very well, and like in their entire filmography, it's cartoon characters in the realest environment I have ever seen. Like, you watch Finding Nemo and you see a talking fish in the water and you're thinking, is that real water? Like, they must have filmed real water. Like, that's the only way that makes sense. It looks that good. In Brave, her hair is crazy good. It's like, what?
Oh, I've never seen it.
They apparently made some, like...
Man, they should have made Jungle Book. You know how cool that would have been?
And that's the thing, right? And that was Disney, right? But, like...
But you know what I mean? Like, in a jungle, how cool would that be?
100%. So that's the thing. So, like, if there's one thing they're good at, it's that. And it's funny that they started their movie career, I guess.
Tangled is Pixar.
No, that's Disney as well.
Fuck, I'm all confused.
It's very funny they started their movie career with a movie that's about inanimate objects. Something their fucking bread and butter is. And they don't look up to par with what they can do, but it's only because they're still learning, right? And that's the thing. Like, it's a natural stepping stone to get where they are going. Okay. Unfortunately, there's been enough time in between then and now for me to realize what they could do. Therefore, maybe production is more deserving with The Lion King. That's just... But
I personally think The Lion King, you have a very good point with the first movie, but I'm still going with Lion King.
Okay.
So production is Lion King?
Production is Lion King.
Writing.
It's tough, because, again, I love the idea of...
So here's my problem is you already spoiled originality point. You said Toy Story.
I did. So we'll go to originality next time.
I don't think originality is with Toy Story at all.
Really? I think it's so original. I think it's such an original
Everybody
story.
thinks their toys are awake, or it's just a normal thought.
Yeah, but okay. All right, okay.
Being a kid about learning in a fun way about animals and about the circle of life and about nothing was really out like that. My toys were alive when I was 3.
And it is funny, actually. Yeah, you were in. That's something we were brought up earlier about Pixar movies being super heavy. It's true. Lion King's pretty fucking heavy when you really think about it. Like, it's about
That's a very informative, whatever the fucking word is, but it's very intense.
Yeah.
When was the first time you literally saw a character die? Then the shadow.
I mean, there's a lot of like Disney movies where somebody dies, right? But it's
that was one of the first ones. Come on.
No, there's definitely shitloads. I could think of at least 5 or 6 off the top of my head. Maybe not. But anyway, but that's the thing. Like, but even like the idea, like they fucking eat the antelope and the zebras and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and like, well, why is that okay? It's like, oh, it's a circle of life. It's like just the way it is. It's like, that's such an interesting thing to teach.
Even him just killing Mufasa and just looking at him in the eyes, saying
it's
like,
deep.
Like, I need to be king. I want this. So just.
It's intense. It's an intense storyline.
Sorry, I don't know if we're spoiling. If you haven't seen The Lion King...
fuck, we're not in spoilers yet.
Yeah, but this is The Lion King. You think people haven't seen it?
Well, that's the point of a non-spoiler section, though.
Alright, we can start at originality. That was my fault.
Alright, well, originality, I'm going to give it to Toy Story.
Originality, I'm going to give it to The Lion King.
So what are we at, then? So
2-1. Oh.
What'd you give production?
Lion King.
And so did I. So it's 3-1 right now.
Yeah.
Lion King. Okay. What was the next one?
Production.
No, that was the first one. So production, originality, writing. This is hard too because it depends. Do you want to?
We should do it. Power. That should be the acronym. Production, originality, writing. Which is what we're doing.
Writing.
Acting, rewatchability, power.
Oh, power. We're French.
Fuck off.
Power.
Okay. Power.
Okay, maybe we should find an E word then.
For acting, go on fucking a thesaurus. Enactment.
Yeah. Okay, so power.
Power.
Okay.
Writing.
So production. Okay, so writing. This is tough, right? So, I obviously think. I think the Lion King is a little more well written, story wise.
Me too.
But like, Toy Story is really, really well written. Like, it's a super, super well written. It's super tight script.
Yeah.
And the jokes are fantastic. There are so many just little jokes that are very, very funny.
Oh, I think I have one here that made me laugh, but it's in spoilers.
Okay,
but there's one joke that me as an adult, I belly laughed. I was like, that was a funny joke.
There's a joke actually that I never noticed before until I was watching it today.
That was me this time.
And it made me fucking laugh so hard. And it was when Woody's like freaking out because Buzz is so popular all of a sudden, and he looks over and Buzz is like doing the troll's hair, but he's talking to him like he's like a barber. Like you can't hear what he's saying, but he like bends over and he does like it's so funny. Like it's
the little hand.
Yeah, the little hand. Like, oh, it was so funny. I'm like, that's very funny. Like
the movie was cute. So you know what? That's fine. I'll give writing to Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Lion King deserves it, but if you
What if we split it? What if we do 1 and 1?
Okay.
So I'll do Lion King.
So that's 4 and 2.
4 and 2. Okay.
So now is acting. So.
Okay. Acting's interesting. So I don't know. I actually think. Okay. So it's because it's voice acting and stuff. I don't know. I'm of the opinion that. I don't know. I didn't get a lot of emotion from either side here.
My problem is they're both even because I feel the same amount of emotion or sadness or happiness from both movies in the exact same way because it is voice acting.
Yeah. I'm of the opinion that it's weird. I'm of the opinion that the acting in Lion King fit the... No, see, I couldn't even say that because I would say they fit the characters more. But I love the fucking cast of Toy Story. It's the perfect cast. It's the perfect group of comedians and like people that are together, just kind of shoot. It's like they're shooting the shit, but they're not. It's obviously written and like
the two play off each other. Woody and Buzz play off each other.
They all play off each other. Don Rickles is so good. Like everybody is like Wallace Shaw is great as Rex. Like everybody's so good. So I don't know. I kind of want to give it the. I don't know though. This one's hard.
See, because if we are gonna actually not make it even and go vote, I would say Toy Story, because at least they made me.
Yeah.
I felt like Timon
I agree.
is Timon's voice. He crushed it.
Oh yeah. He's good. Nathan Lane. I'm gonna give it to Toy Story. I personally think Toy Story.
And I'm gonna give it to Lion King. So we were gonna split in the beginning, anyways.
Okay.
So that's 5-3. 3.
Okay, so
we have one more, which is the power. Rewatchability.
I think Toy Story has it.
Lion King.
What?
For sure. Okay. I can watch Lion King every day. I love that movie. The movie makes me laugh, makes me sad. I love Lion King.
Oh, I can watch Toy Story 100 times.
Oh, the movie is amazing. I love it.
Okay, well, Lion King wins, so...
So Lion King wins.
Here's the thing. They're both fucking spectacular movies, so...
To be fair, though, Toy Story would have won with you.
Yeah, I think so.
So he was 3-2 Toy Story. I am 3-2 Lion King.
I don't know. I'm of the opinion that Toy Story is a movie that it's one of those movies where I watch it and I'm like, God, this movie is so original. Like I wish I came up with this movie. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I could see somebody getting to the Lion King. It's like, okay, there's lions. Okay, well, there's a pride and a kingdom. Okay, well, oh wait, let's throw some Shakespeare in there. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, you know what I mean? I could see that. Whereas Toy Story, and I think but you said earlier that every kid plays with their toys with their so maybe it does make sense that they got there. I don't know.
The biggest problem we're gonna have here is there are times when we will bend for each other's preference. Unfortunately, this is one time I will not bend. I definitely think Lion King should win against Toy Story. Is there a little small part of you that thinks that is okay with Lion King winning?
No. They're both fantastic movies, so I'm okay with it. I'm okay with Lion King winning. I do like Toy Story.
Definitely don't think Toy Story beats Lion King at all.
Okay.
I can watch Lion King right now, and I just watched it 12 hours ago. I love that movie.
Cool. All right, well, Lion King, you're moving through. You're the king of this battle.
Toy Story. You're with the antelope.
I bet you're feeling. I bet you're feeling a little jealous right now.
Oh God, here we go.
But
don't kill Mufasa. Right, relax.
All right, next to spoilers.
Spoilers. Spoiler. Oh no, how's it go? Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Isn't that the tempo?
I don't know.
Somewhere on this planet,
You got a spoiler in me.
I'm eating Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, you fucking...
There's a world to be seen. I don't know the lyrics. I'm just guessing.
I just can't wait to be spoiled.
Okay, now we're mashing like 4 different songs. Okay, so I have a really small story to read.
Okay.
Hold on, I have to get there. Okay. I read this last night, and it really, really threw me off.
Okay.
I had to know what happened with Scar's eye.
Oh.
Have you never found out?
I always thought it was... Okay, hold up. Okay, see, it's funny. I always thought it was implied as something, and then when they did the remake, they say it. I always thought it was implied that Scar's... This isn't the first time Scar's tried to do this.
Oh.
And Mufasa scarred his face.
So, I was Googling it,
Okay.
and I found this website. Everyone don't believe the internet. But this is Disney Wiki.
Yeah.
That's a pretty intense website. So it's Wikipedia for Disney. Mm-hmm. And I just really want to just read this paragraph. Okay. Mind you, Taka is Scar's name.
Okay.
Taka.
Okay.
How it starts is you have a right idea. Taka tried to hurt Mufasa when they were young, whatever.
Yeah.
And okay, I'm trying to find the right space to start off because this is really long. I'm trying to. Okay, let's just start here. This leads to Taka tricking his brother into going down to the water hole where a Cape buffalo called Boma is refusing to share the water with the rest of the Pride Lands, which at the time is having a terrible drought. While there, Mufasa tries to reason with Boma. Taka roars and tells Boma that he must move by the order of the Lion King or fight Mufasa. Boma then charges out of the water at Mufasa. Mufasa escapes with the aid of the mandrill called Rafiki. We all know.
Yeah.
And Boma goes after Taka instead.
Okay.
Mufasa runs back and finds Taka being attacked by Boma's herd. A large buffalo slashes Taka with his horns, causing him to be knocked unconscious. Mufasa leaps in to save his brother, and the buffaloes prepare to attack again. Before they could do so, King Ahadi, the father of Taka and Mufasa, appeared with a large herd of animals that surround the buffaloes. It was during this attack Taka got a scar in his eye and renamed himself Scar as a reminder of his mistake.
Okay.
So, because I've never actually wondered until I watched it this time, why does he have a scar?
Okay, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I always thought that. I was just I didn't know about. I always just assumed it was Mufasa who gave him a scar.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure in the remake, the Jon Favreau one, that it said that Mufasa gave him the scar. But okay. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. But I actually kind of like that story. I like the idea.
I just find it weird that it's on Disney Wiki.
Yeah, who writes that?
Well, no. I'm just saying,
I mean, but it could be from anywhere. I mean, really, because there's at least 3 or 4 sequels to The Lion King, so it'd make a lot of sense if they said it at some point.
And that's the thing where I have actually never seen any of the sequels.
I've seen 1 or 2
or
of the
sequels. Prequel. I know there's a prequel too, which I find funny because we were talking earlier and you said, why were the 2 lions different colors? Yeah. And blah, 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 blah. Well, on Disney Wiki, it says their father, Ahadi, has a black mane, but the grandfather has a red mane. So the manes actually don't mean anything. Okay. It's just by inheritance.
See, it's funny because it would make more sense if he was the wife's brother. because they kind of look alike. Like they like their color fur and stuff kind of look more alike.
Who?
Mufasa's wife, like Simba's mom.
Okay.
They kind of remind me more of like, oh, it makes more sense if they were
Sarabi?
Yeah, it would make more sense if they were brother and sister. But if that were the case, he wouldn't be next in line to be king, so it wouldn't make sense. But
Oh, yeah. And then another thing which was funny, which makes sense with the whole Hamlet thing. I've never seen Hamlet, but it just sounds like it's going to be something in it. A part that was supposed to be a very strong main focus point of Scar's uprising was whenever he hits Sarabi, and whenever like Simba's like,
yeah,
rawr, whatever at the end. Apparently, like that whole time, he was trying to like mate with Sarabi, and Sarabi kept saying like, no, and that's why he's so pissed off.
Yeah.
So I found that really funny that they like completely took that out of the movie. Well, obviously they.
Well, I mean, it's a kids movie, right? So.
Obviously, but like I think would that be something that would be in the Shakespeare?
I would say so. Yeah.
It sounds like something that would be.
Definitely, yeah. It's something like I want to say it probably is in Hamlet.
So Scar is like trying to get Sarabi, and she's like, no, fuck off. And then finally he's like, get me food. And she's like, no, and that's why he had no second guesses.
He had no power, though. That's the thing, right? She's just slowly taking power from him, and that's the whole thing. That's all he wants is power. So the second everybody's like, no, fuck you, he realizes he doesn't have power, and that's demeaning to him, right?
Well, I can definitely say this. Timon, Nathan Lane, he is a character on Modern Family.
Oh, he is.
His name is Pepper.
He is on Modern Family.
Now, when I watch The Lion King, I can't picture Nathan Lane.
I picture it, but
it ruined Modern Family for me.
No.
So now I listen to Netflix when I sleep, and in my headphones last night, there was an episode where they were supposed to go to a Pepper brunch, which is like extravagant, and Pepper came to their house and he's talking to Mitchell, and I'm just like, fuck. All I picture is Timon.
Yeah.
He, now that I know it, ruined it for me. Ruined. I love Nathan Lane though.
No, they're both. The cast is fantastic. Even like, yeah, everybody's great. And Jonathan Taylor Thomas is a great
Matthew
young Simba.
Broderick, I hear it. I can't get it out of my head now.
Yeah.
I can't get it out of my head. I don't really know anybody else. Obviously, I know James Earl Jones, but like...
Yeah, Darth Vader for sure.
Yeah, but like, I don't really know anybody else. Just Matthew Broderick, once I learned that this time, I went, got it.
Like him, yeah.
But Nathan Lane, it killed me. Every time, the whole time watching the whole fucking movie. What do you want to do? Dress and drag and do the hula? Hula! I love it.
So, this time, I was the scene where they sing the song "I Just Can't Wait to Be King." There's a scene, right, where it's like, they're singing the chorus and like Simba's jumping all the animals because he's a fucking asshole and he's like, doing that. And there's a scene where it shows a bunch of alligators and they're dancing and then they open their mouths and the birds start singing. They're in their mouths. Like, these birds are way too fucking happy to be in these alligators' mouths. It's like the birds have always dreamed of like singing show tunes. How did you
prep for that? Yeah. All right, everyone, get in their mouths. They're coming soon.
Oh yeah, totally. Song's gonna break out. It's like they've always wanted to be a part of one of these spontaneous songs, and it's one of those like beggars can't be choosers kind of situations where it's like, no. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it like my mouth. That's
what are those called? The surprising dance parties.
I don't know.
In the streets, flash dance. Oh no, that's
it, isn't it?
That doesn't sound right. But anyway, because
it happens in a flash. I don't know.
What I do want to say is this is, I think, the first time I ever cried during that movie. Which I'm not really much of a crier during movies that much.
Okay.
Oh my, I don't know. It was the most stupidest part. It's the part where Simba was like, you murderer, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But it's a specific part whenever the hyenas attack Simba and the lionesses run up and kill the hyenas. I bawled. I was like, to get that support. And I just bawling because I'm like, imagine having all that support of a whole thing. That's like, no, we're protecting him. Fuck off.
Yeah, but to be fair, I mean, like all it took was 5 seconds for these lions to be like, oh, this guy's way better than Scar's.
Literally.
I haven't seen this kid in like a decade, but he is way cooler than this
Yeah,
fucking
but
asshole.
no. But Scar said, "I killed Mufasa." And that's that's what happened.
Either, yeah. Greatest villain in Disney history?
I love Scar.
Scar? I mean, he's
Scar.
a fucking good villain.
His song is everything. It's so iconic.
Yeah.
His song, "Be Prepared."
Yeah.
I love it.
I think he's probably one of the best villains. I mean, I'd even say he's a crazier villain than Sid is from Toy Story. And Sid is a fucking monster.
He is.
Although I gotta throw it out there, I was watching it this time, and I'm starting to think that entire opening credit sequence in Toy Story, I'm starting to think Andy is not much better than Sid. He fucking pimp slaps Woody like 5 times. He like puts him on a chair and fucking flings him across the room. Like, that's a Sid thing to do.
Well,
and we're all like happy and laughing, but he's like, yeah, score.
Careful, Sid rips off heads and sews them on other toys.
That is a good point.
Which, by the way, is hilarious because that character is actually based off somebody.
Really?
Whenever they were making the movie, apparently one of the animators would actually like draw these characters like that. The real person's last name is Phillips. But
Okay.
we never know what this first name is, but I thought that was really funny.
I don't know. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Also, what I found great was that Tom Hanks did not do the voices for Woody when his string is pulled. It's his brother.
Really?
Yeah, Jim Hanks. Apparently. I wrote it on Wiki.
I kind of feel bad for what happens to Sid at the end of the movie.
Why?
Like, don't get me wrong, he's a douche, and he, like, kills toys indiscriminately and stuff.
You know what, though? His life is completely...
It's fucking ruined.
That's fair. It is.
Like, he's...
Whenever Woody goes, we're always looking, his head is like 360.
That kid is never... Like, that kid's gonna be afraid of fucking lamps. He's gonna be afraid of everything. Anything and everything, he's gonna be afraid of it. Anything with a face, it'll fuck his... Like... I don't know. It's a possibility that he's going to become the nicest person in the world to everything. But I have a funny feeling...
He will never have a kid, because what about toys?
He's going to end up in an institution. I fucking guarantee it.
Well, isn't there that stigma that, like, he's a garbage man in one of the other movies?
Is he?
Well, in, like, one of the Toy Story movies, I've never seen them, there's a garbage man in the beginning, like, collecting the garbage in front of the house, and it's wearing the same shirt as Sid. So there was this whole, like, wiki thing that was like, oh my god, Sid is the garbage man for the Sid.
That's a fucking good job.
Because he is of age. By that point, Andy got rid of his toys. So he's, like, 17.
Yeah. And he was pretty old compared to Andy in this movie.
He was probably 15.
Oh, so maybe he's fine.
He bought money. He has money. He bought a rocket.
That's a good point.
I mean, unless your mother's as fucked up as you are, let you buy a rocket.
That's a good point, actually. So who knows? I like to think. I don't know. I'm of the opinion that they did him dirty. They did a shitty thing.
I give you that. Okay, yeah, I give you that. That was mean. It was mean. And the sister's like, "What? You don't want the doll?" And he's like, he runs up the stairs. Like, it's funny. Another
thing I noticed while watching it this time, is it just me or does Woody look a lot like Jimmy Fallon? It started to bug me.
He kind of does.
Like, why didn't they get Jimmy... I guess, obviously, now, like, he wasn't around in the 90s, but, like, if they did a remake, Jimmy Fallon is the guy to go to.
Tim Allen, by the way, was an amazing voice. That was perfect.
Oh, he's perfect.
That was perfect. Yeah, now that I know, as an adult, who it is, and I rewatched... Because I haven't seen the movie, and I couldn't even tell you what happened at the end. That's how long it's been. And I was like, Tim Allen... Yeah, that is Tim Allen. Yeah. They even did, like, the toolbox Sid has is the exact toolbox Tim Allen had in Home Improvement or whatever show he was on. I found that comical. So there's little things.
Yeah. I gotta throw it out there. The most emotional I got in either of these movies. So, Lion King, Mufasa dies, the whole ending where you severed the lions... Simba becomes the Lion King.
I've never cried until this one time.
Here's the thing. So many emotional moments. I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything until the very fucking end of Toy Story when that dog is biting Woody's leg and he's like, say goodbye to Andy for me, whatever. And Buzz Lightyear's like, no! And he like jumps on the bouncer. I don't know why. It got
Pulls
me
his eyelashes.
so fucking hard. I was like, even now.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like, it's and then he throws the RC car and all the toys throw him off. It's like, fuck all those toys. Woody's a great guy. He just got a little jelly. That's all.
And by the way, as an adult now, all I'm thinking is, how did the drivers not know the ramp was down?
Yeah, like
that was a big ass ramp. Whenever that fucking sumo toy put it down, I went, fuck.
Like somebody's getting fired for that. Like,
well, the fucking back door is open.
Yeah, like how the fuck did we leave this open?
So
like,
here's the thing: I hired movers when I moved. And I didn't even, like, stay with them to make sure the door was shut. Maybe I should have.
Oh, definitely.
Just to make sure it's latched. Because we saw them. I kind of followed them a bit to see where they were following, where they were going. They kind of parked on the side of the road just to kind of, like, have a break or whatever. And the door was shut. But imagine going to your destination. All I think of is Viva La Bam. You remember? And they left the door open and they drive off. And April's... fine dining stuff is falling. But yeah, like, someone's definitely getting fired for that. That ramp alone. Would you have a ramp? Fuck off. Yeah, I would definitely move if I had a ramp.
Well, I mean, a lot of trucks have the ramp, right? But it's not, like, automated like that. But...
No, it's an up and down ramp. You put the dresser on it and you
lower
it.
So much fucking easier.
And then you move it.
Yeah.
Instead of going on that stupid rinkety little... No, yeah. I don't move anymore. A lot of
delivery trucks have that these days.
I'm an adult. I don't move anymore. I have my cocktail and I just watch them do it.
I haven't moved in probably 10 years, so...
Oh, the joke. There was a joke in Toy Story I never caught and it made me laugh. And it was when they were in the bowling bag going to Sid's from the whatever, pizza or whatever. Which, the shirt is huge right now.
Pizza Planet?
Yeah. Really? Everyone is wearing this fucking shirt and it's the spaceship logo. Mm-hmm. It's so funny. By the coincidence, we're talking about it.
Yeah.
And they're in the bowling thing and they get put on Sid's table and Sid is like screwing with the doll, his sister's doll.
Yeah.
And he's like, no one has done this, surgery before.
Yeah, it's like a double brain transplant.
And Buzz was like, I don't think he went to medical school. Joke, belly laugh. I was like, that was a clever, just the way he's like, I don't think he's been to medical school. Just the way he said it was perfect.
There are a lot of fantastic lines in that movie. Like, I can't think of, like, unfortunately, now that I'm trying to think of them, I can't think of any, but like, even like when they're in the fucking claw machine and like, they like think the claw is like God. And they're trying to get out, and they're like pulling him back, and he's like, "Get off of me, you zealots!" Like there's like so many like, I don't know. There's a couple of good like, I like the idea of like when he has the meeting and he's got the microphone, and the thing's name is Mike, and I love that. I don't know why it's so fucking simple.
I never caught that.
But I love the idea that he keeps trying to walk around, and like this thing is not following him. He has to keep like. I think it's funny. Also, the fucking. The soldiers, like the one soldier played by Arlie Ermy, and he, like the guy from Full Metal Jacket, played the...
I did not know that.
Yeah, like the...
I love that.
Played the...
How tall are you? I've never seen shit piled that high. Yeah, okay.
Like the one who's like, sir, yes, sir. And when he's like, oh, Jesus, at ease.
Like, John's very serious.
Yeah, but like, I love the one guy gets stepped on, and he's like... And he's like counting them all, and then the one guy's like, and he's like, leave me behind, save yourself.
We never leave anybody. A good soldier never leaves anyone behind.
Even like just like him fucking narrating what the guy's getting for his birthday is hilarious. We got a lunchbox.
Oh, that was another great one.
Are you talking about the box size?
No, the bed sheets. And he's like, it's bed sheets. And Mr. Potato's like, who invited that kid?
No.
I love that.
I think it's a great joke, and I just remember it happening when I was a little kid, so I was like looking for it, and it still made me laugh. When they're afraid because the presents keep getting bigger, it's like they keep getting bigger. It's like, oh, look at that one. That one's really small. And then the kid turns to the side, and it's like 10 feet long.
It's bed have invited that kid.
I had a reaction to a moment when, so Pumbaa's getting chased by Nala. So I had my headphones on while I'm watching it, right? So I can only imagine how quiet everything was in my house. So Pumbaa's getting chased by Nala, and I'm just kind of like watching it. And then he like gets stuck, and then Timon's trying to help him. He's like, "What are you running from?" He's like, "She's gonna eat me!"
Yeah.
And then he's like trying to push him through, and Nala's coming like full speed. And then all of a sudden, Simba jumps over them, and I'm like, I don't know why I yelled out loud, like, "Didn't see that coming, did you, bitch?" Just like, imagine you're like, "Oh, I fucking got this pig," like, and then just a bigger lion. You're like, holy shit!
Where there's not supposed to be
Yeah.
a lion.
Oh my god! Like, she 100% did not see that coming.
And that's what I find funny too is she's like, so like they tackle and they like roll around,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you did not click that there was another lion herd and it was not the woman hunting. She should have thought immediately, oh, this is someone for my herd. The men don't do
They
that.
kind of imply that it's a far away, like it's very far away from the Pride Lands.
You think that far
Because she says, I had to go really far away to find some.
to
Like,
find help?
yeah.
She said I had to travel far to find help.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're talking about a cub. I didn't think it was that far. You're thinking it's actually that far.
He has it running into the middle of the desert. But then they carry him the rest of the way.
To be fair, though, they have to... No. Yeah, I don't know. Because, like, I always bugged me where I'm like, how many fucking liars do you think there are in your world?
I don't know. Like,
There
that's a
can't be
good
that
question.
many.
That's a good question. But yeah, she definitely didn't see that shit coming.
Man!
She was like, I fucking got this pig. I'm
And yet
eating
she
good
won
tonight.
the role anyway.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But like, he fucking comes at her.
And of course, like, Timon goes, she's like, fuck yeah, I got dessert. And she's all fucking stoked.
Yeah.
I got a pig and a meerkat. Fuck yeah. Yeah, Timon. He is the fucking best. I love Timon.
Oh, he's fun pepper.
He's like, oh, I got a good idea. We should keep him. And Pumbaa's like, yeah, even though he just said it 30 seconds before.
Another great joke actually is when I can't remember what Timon says. Oh, they're look at the stars. What are they? They're fireflies, obviously. And Pumbaa's like, oh, I just assumed they were giant balls of gas millions of miles away. It's like, with you, everything's about gas, isn't it, Pumbaa? And I just think it's like a funny, like, oh, that's exactly what it is. It's like there's a scene in the movie The Boondock Saints where there's just one cop who keeps trying to, like, guess what happened at a crime scene. And he's always so wrong. Every time. And at the very end, there's this scene where one guy with 6 guns fights the Boondock Saints. And everybody's saying it's 6 guys and all of them have 1 gun. So it's 6 dudes. And then that cop who gets it wrong every time is like, how do we know it wasn't just one guy with 6 guns? And then Willem Dafoe looks him in the face like, why don't you leave the thinking to me, genius? And he like walks away. But it's kind of the same idea, right? That like I love just every now and again the dumb guy pulls a really smart one out.
Right. And it's like, oh, okay.
But either way. So yeah.
I don't know what else to say. There's nothing really much to say.
No, I really like Toy Story.
And it sucks because I've seen the movies so many
Oh, me
times.
too.
I don't know if this is... I hope you can clarify this, but... Also, Toy Story is the first animated feature and Oscar to be nominated
No, I don't
for a Best Screenplay award.
really.
Yeah. This was the first animated film in Oscar history to be nominated for a Best Screenplay Academy Award, adapted or original.
I did not know that.
Toy
I know for a fact that Beauty and the Beast was the first animated movie to be nominated for Best Picture, and that came out a couple years before that. So
at least they're still around. They were already being nominated.
yeah, and I think at that point they even had the Best Animated Feature Oscar, so they're still winning Oscars and shit. But which fucking Pixar has won every year since, pretty much. So
For what?
Best Animated Movie, they win.
No, other companies do animated movies.
Or they try and they just can't do it as good as Pixar.
Of course, it's a whole
Yeah.
thing of, hey, every year put out a movie and you are granted an award. But yeah, there's just nothing really to say. It sucks because we've seen the movie so many times. So it's not like we can, be excited anymore. Because we already know about the fun facts and stuff.
Yeah, only 3 animated movies have ever been nominated for Best Picture. Beauty and the Beast, Up, and Toy Story 3.
I haven't seen Up or Toy Story 3.
I'm very surprised that Up was nominated for Best Picture. I can understand it only for its themes, and like the opening 10 minutes of Up is the saddest fucking thing you'll ever watch in your life.
Okay, well, what about how good was the year is the question.
Oh.
That was probably obviously a shitty fucking year.
Up
No offense to Up.
was 2009. Let's find out.
Wasn't that Dark Knight era?
That was 2009, actually. Yes, correct. Good call. I want to say it was 2010, but I don't think you're right.
Yeah, so...
Okay. So, 2009 was actually a really big year.
Oh.
It was the first year ever where they expanded the Best Picture race to be more than 5 movies. So before that, every year was only 5 movies.
Okay.
And then what happened was The Dark Knight didn't get nominated in 2008, which everybody thought it should have. So they decided to
Heath Ledger was...
Yeah, so he won the Oscar. He won an Oscar for that role.
Heath Ledger?
Yeah.
He was dead.
And he died. Yeah, it was posthumous, right? Posthumous. So because of this, they decided to make it now between 5 and 10 movies based on votes. So in order to get it, you have to get this many
Dark
votes.
Knight was actually never nominated to begin with anyways.
No, but it was the year after because of The Dark Knight. That was like the big thing.
Oh.
But 2009 was a big fucking year.
So can you name off the movies?
Yeah, so it was the first year ever where it was more than 5. Hurt Locker won.
All right.
It was a fucking good movie.
Avatar.
Oh,
I remember Hurt Locker and Avatar.
Inglourious Bastards.
Oh.
Precious. A Serious Man. Up in the Air, which we talked about earlier.
Yeah. Precious was huge at its time.
District 9, which is a fucking awesome movie.
That was an amazing
The Blind
movie.
Side. And Up.
The Blind Side?
Yeah.
And The Blind Side didn't win?
No.
Okay, no, I'm not going to Hurt Locker. That is, honest to God, after Popstar, that is my all-time favorite movie.
The Blind Side.
Yeah, I cry all the time. I
wrong with you?
think that is the most beautiful story.
It is very
With
nice.
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
That is the most... I'm honest to God. After Popstar, which is fucking ridiculous. Popstar is so stupid. Yeah, that's one of my favorite all-time movies. I can watch it every day.
No shit.
I love Blindside. So that came out in 2009. That was a good fucking year.
Yeah, it's a good year for movies.
I remember Hurt Locker and Avatar because that was a hilarious situation.
Well, yeah, because they were married. Yeah, that's
now they went after
Catherine
each other.
Bigelow and James Cameron were married.
And
Back in the day.
Up
Before that.
was in Inglourious Bastards. That was the first of like Quentin changing his like movie style because it was Inglourious.
No, I would say Kill Bill.
Django Unchained.
I'd say Kill Bill was first.
That was good. Yeah, you're right. Because then we went into like
Yeah, so it was Inglourious Bastards.
Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
Django Unchained and Inglourious Bastards are pretty much the same idea, the same actors.
Yeah.
And then Kill Bill, you're right though. That was a good one.
And then, yeah.
Was that up for any... Okay, we're getting off topic.
Kill Bill, I don't believe so. Maybe for writing, but what fucked him over with Kill Bill actually was the fact that he split it into 2 movies.
You couldn't put that in one movie.
And, well, it was originally one 4-hour movie, which is fucking long. It is one of those things where he could have done it. There is an edit where it's called Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. And it's the entire and it's even got, and I've read the script before, like the original Kill Bill script, and it's pretty different. When splitting it into 2 movies, he rewrote a lot of the last bit of Kill Bill 1 and the opening of Kill Bill 2. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it was one continuous movie, he didn't, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't have to end it halfway through and begin it again.
Right.
So he, like, the Massacre at 2 Pines chapter was not in the original script. It was actually called, it has to do with cherries, something, which, either way, what it's about is Go-Go's sister. So Go-Go, she comes hunting for him because he killed her sister. That's the next chapter. So like, so in Kill, so we're fucking way off topic. We're talking about fucking Disney movies.
Sorry, yeah.
Well, in Kill Bill, she drives the pussy wagon around, right?
Yeah.
And just randomly, the pussy wagon isn't there in the second half of the movie. It's because in the script it gets blown up in this chapter.
Okay.
Like randomly, she's like parked somewhere, and then a grenade shows up and fucking blows the car up.
Apparently, someone like famous actually has that truck, which I find hilarious.
Oh, I don't actually.
I know it was in the Beyonce and Lady Gaga music video, but
Okay.
someone actually has the pussy wagon. Yeah.
So-
Because his movies now are like 3.5 hours.
Yeah. So fucking The Hateful Eight is a long fucking movie.
I fucking can't stand
I really don't like that
It's
movie.
in one. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it, but so
But here's the thing.
think-
What pisses me off the most about that movie, actually, because you were about to say it's all in one location, which it is, except for the first hour of the movie. In my personal opinion, the movie would have been better if it was just all in that one location.
oh no, I hate that it's in the one.
See,
fucking
that's
location.
what pisses me off about it, is the fact that it
Is
isn't.
that I fell asleep. I woke up. We're in the same fucking room with the same fuck characters talking.
My problem is it's a murder mystery. It's like a mystery movie of like,
Yeah.
one of these people isn't who they say they are, so who the fuck is it?
Yeah.
The problem is we are introduced to half of the cast before they get to that location. So it's one of those things where we're pretty fucking sure that half of the cast aren't one of the people that's the bad person.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean? So it's
they're
like-
not all evil, even playing. Field.
Yeah, I would have liked it if it was one guy shows up to this place and you, as an audience member, are trying to figure
Which
out.
is Christoph Waltz.
Oh, no, because it's Kurt Russell.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and you're trying to figure out who the fuck is the bad person. And over the course of the movie, you start to think like, okay, well, this guy, I have a funny feeling he's on my side. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And this guy, and that's the thing, like, and that would have been a more interesting movie. Whereas, I don't know,
For 3.5 hours, fucking kill me. Okay.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think one of Quentin's. I know he wanted to release. We're getting off topic. I know he
Yeah.
wanted to release a new movie. I think he should release that whole Kill Bill thing.
I've been waiting for this for fucking years. It pisses me off that it's
He should re-release it.
apparently
all one movie.
when like theaters are open. So he owns a theater in Texas, I believe.
Oh.
And
I'll try to Texas. Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah. And apparently every now and again, like, so he like puts together movie marathons and stuff all the time. Like, he's like, I'm just gonna do a so-and-so triple feature just this Saturday for no reason because he wants to do it. And every now and again he'll throw in Kill Bill the Whole Bloody Affair every now and again.
Yes.
And it's like, and I've always wanted to go check it out, but yeah, but we're fucking super off topic. Either way, here's the
Toy
thing.
Story and Lion King.
I really like Toy Story. I think it's a spectacular movie. I think what it accomplished and the roads that it paved are admirable. It's very unfortunate that The Lion King is just it's
a tad bit better.
it's one of like
It's so iconic.
yeah, I can't think of, and I know that there's another animated Disney movie that's on this list that is equally as revered. So I don't want to go out and say that Lion King is the best animated movie, even though in my personal opinion, I'm starting to I want to right now say it is. But when I watch this other movie, maybe I'll think differently. So who knows?
Okay. So, Lion King, you're going on.
Toy Story.
Toy Story. Sorry that we went off topic for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry. Kill Bill is amazing.
It's a fucking awesome movie.
Against Lion King, I don't know. Maybe one day we'll have to put them together. Until then, Lion King, you go on. Sorry, Toy Story.
Sorry.
Boy, 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 boy.